She's been in my life since I was 8 years old. Of course, I'm second guessing everything now that I've found this camera positioned having direct view of my entire room. I tried desperately to rationalize it, wanting to believe it was a mistake, that maybe my stepmom had grabbed the wrong charger or was simply trying to ensure our safety. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized there was no justification for placing a camera in my bedroom. Actually suggested I invite my girlfriend over while they were gone, which was unusual. She's always been strict about not having my girlfriend over when no one else is home, citing concerns about us being intimate. This sudden change in her attitude now seems suspicious, as if she had set this up deliberately. My girlfriend and I are going to go through the SD card to see if there is anything on it. I'm at a complete loss at how to even bring this up to my dad. Feeling overwhelmed, I reached out to my uncle and aunt who live nearby. They've always been supportive and they encouraged me to talk to my dad about the situation. This was the hardest part for me. I knew this revelation would shatter our family, especially since my dad has a 5-year-old daughter with my stepmom, but I also knew I couldn't stay silent. My mind is racing with the consequences this is going to have on our family. Has anyone that has been in a similar situation have advice? How can I do this without causing extreme damage to the family? Update 1. I want to make a new update when my parents get back Monday, but I want to thank everyone for all the advice. After much thinking, I decided to go to the police. That night, I went to the station and filed a report, handing over the spy camera and the SD card. The officer I spoke to took the situation very seriously and assured me that an investigator would likely contact me soon due to the severity of the offense. I felt a small sense of relief knowing that steps were being taken to address this violation. I'm planning on telling my father about the police report after we have a conversation about this on Monday with my uncle and aunt present. For my own safety, I stayed with my girlfriend that night. As for people messaging me about my profile, thank you for reminding me to delete personal information. Please do not dox or try to seek any sort of justice for me as this may affect my case. Respect my privacy during this time, please, as it may be crucial during this investigation. This was the hardest thing I ever had to do, but whatever this crap was, it's ending with me. I hope I can get justice for myself and any other victims who may have been violated by her since this will be heavily investigated, and the officer said it will likely be looked into further, such as search warrants and looking for more SD cards. I'm hanging on by a thread, but the support I have is what's keeping me together. Thanks again for all the love and supportive messages. I'll update again soon. Update 2. The next morning, my girlfriend and I returned to my house to search for more hidden cameras. We wanted to ensure there were no other devices in the bathroom or my sister's rooms. I was hesitant to search my parents' room, fearing there might be another camera that could capture me searching. My uncle offered to help and we meticulously checked every corner of the house. Again, thank you everyone for the support. I'm trying as best I can to do this the right way and get as much done with the time I have left. I'm mentally and emotionally drained, but I'll be seeking resources once all of this is said and done. I'm reading everyone's comments, so I'm taking all the advice I can get. Update 3. I probably won't be able to update for a few days since today is the day that I talked to my dad, but I just wanted to share the plan I made and hopes for what happens today. After talking with my uncle, aunt, girlfriend, and my cousin, who is a civil lawyer, I've decided that I will speak to my dad in a separate location from my stepmom. Most likely, I'll have him meet me somewhere outside of our home. I'll have my uncle with me, and this is where I'll explain everything to him. The camera, past uncomfortable experiences I've had with my stepmom that I originally brushed off because she was my mom, video footage of her deliberately setting it up and angling it, and footage of me in my room. I'm praying he understands why I had to go to my uncle instead of him considering he was not in town, and I was worried for his safety if I told him what happened. I'm hoping with my uncle there and him being away from my stepmom that it'll prevent him from reacting out of anger and search for her and escalating the situation then and there, and I hope my uncle can provide some support for myself and him. I'm prepared for him to go through the same processes I went through, such as reasoning and denial. But with the evidence, there's no possible way he can deny it. I'm preparing myself for the worst. I just hope that I can be strong for him and support him as this all hits him like it did me. I will not be returning home or facing her today. My girlfriend will be on standby to pick up my sisters if needed since my uncle has offered for them to stay with us, so my dad can talk to my stepmom without them there. I'll ask my dad to meet me and, of course, not tell my stepmom about the circumstances. Maybe he can tell her he's going to the grocery store. I don't want her getting any hints that he could be meeting with me. I know I've said it a lot, but I truly do appreciate the support system I have, not only with my family, but here too. This has been a nightmare, but hearing everyone's stories about this, proving it's way too common, is what is helping me get through this and pushing me to do the right thing.